Today we're cooking a stew. It was an old fella I used to work with in the territory that put me onto this. What we got there is just some diced beef, and we're going to add a couple of things to it. A little bit of flour. It's just plain flour. We're going to put some Macca's seasoning rub in here. We've got a bit of Great Barrier beef. We're also going to be putting a bit of ham in this today, a little bit of pork, so we'll put some That'll Do pig in there as well. Doesn't hurt to mix things up a bit, does it? Now, what we want to do is just give that a real good covering. Now, I've already got a bit of oil in this pot here that I'll just turn up a little bit more and get it a little hotter than it was. And once that's coated, we're going to tip it into that oil. And that's where the magic's going to start happening. Made that little sizzle sound that we like when we're cooking. Give that a little stir up. Now, the old fella that gave me this recipe used to call it camel toe stew because it's a little bit hard to get a hold of camel. We're actually going to use a pork hock. So we're still using the toe, of course, but this time off a different animal. So we'll just leave that there. I've got some carrot diced up, some tomato and some onion. Straight in there. We'll let that brown for a moment. About, I reckon, 3 minutes. There you go, 3 minutes. Actually, it's a lie. It's been nearly 4. We're going to add a little bit of tomato paste. It is smelling all right. Okay, so now I've got a couple of beef stock cubes that I've just put here in this bottle of water. And the secret to this is the longer you let it simmer, the better. Go and have a beer, maybe 2. I'm not going to have any, but when I come back and you've had a couple, we'll check it then. See you then. I reckon we are pretty close. This is smelling good. So we'll put a little bit of parsley in there. Scotty, give this a little taste for me and tell me if you reckon it needs anything, but I reckon we're pretty close.
Need some red wine, mate.
Red wine?
Red wine. Here's some I prepared earlier.
Mm-hmm. And have another go. Tell me whether you reckon you've nailed it or not.
Mate, I reckon you're onto something there.
Righto, you go over and get yourself organised near the fire. I'll dish it up and we're in for dinner.
Done.